Memorial Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hooker to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one. It goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Raiders defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. phrasing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hooker 19. 18 Randall. 18 Randall.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Hooker. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent for him in football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Second and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing. Hooker. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Hooker's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Hooker. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
Now they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. On 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hooker. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Trap 60, trap 60.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Colts at 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field.
They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
For 30 more yards and another 1st down.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Gets around him. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
The tight end in motion right.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
Open man right side, Myers. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That complete to Downs.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Richardson yet again.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Panther 11. Let's go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he whips that one incomplete there. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Carlson is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance. And then
touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
79 Broncos.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Hooker.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Hooker now off play action. They'll roll him out right. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going right back to Pittman. He's into space past the 25. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup of 38. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Taylor not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Richardson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Hooker. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, what a move. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Pass complete, it's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down. Hooker to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here's Hooker.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So it's a win here for the Colts, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah.